live. It's Offer Review, and we've got some official messaging giving us a tentative date for the Scourge event, which we're going to read off of their Facebook post. We also had a patch today. Inside of the patch, we had some bug fixes, fixed the missing Blitz navigation bar, stealthful visual now working in Captain America Sam's all-new costume, updated the appearance of the Legacy 3 orb, blocked users button in the chat now shows proper text in all languages, and code improvements, whatever that means. Maybe the game is going to be less buggy. There was also a Twitter post which outlined the Summer Thunder event, but not in this post was the Scourge event. And then it was asked, it goes, what about the Scourge event? And then they said, Scourge is on the table, but we're nailing down exactly when. The team has been putting in a lot of effort into making sure the leaderboard issues of the first event are not a recurring problem. They could eliminate them, but I'm glad they're working on them. And I'm told they don't want to commit to the timing of the event until they finish testing it. If all goes according to plan, expect the Scourge event in the second week of July. So the tentative date for the Scourge event is going to be the second week of July. Now, also, when the maintenance went down, we did get some in-game currency for the Gambit raids, and I want to draw your attention to this right here. That is 3 raids worth of energy, basically. 3 raids worth of energy. I think basically that is 25 nodes. So that's kind of a big deal. Hopefully that'll allow you to get ahead. Now, I just want to talk about the math on the event and the frustrations on the event. I think this is a common sentiment right here. 2-star Gambits are the best. I got to say, nothing I love more than completely relying on 23 other people to unlock a super important character. Only end up getting them to 2 stars after 2 weeks. In all seriousness, long-time player, first-time complainer. My alliance is very active, and we grinded daily in these raids. The rewards were awful, and the character shards we received were even worse. It was impossible to even come close to the glitter blazes, so we missed out on additional 50 Dazzler shards. And please refrain from doing character unlocks like this again. It was pathetic. You guys should go open your eyes and see water for making this go through that. And I feel the event was convoluted. Now, on the flip side, there are some things. I didn't think we would actually do it. We did it. We don't suck. And this is an alliance that basically did difficulty 3 and difficulty 4. However, here's the caveat. They did it at 100% and they were able to get the bracelet. Now, somebody said this in my chat earlier today. It says, it's easier for my alliance to do 60% on difficulty 7 than it is for us to do 100% at difficulty 1. And that is the difference. And I want to explain, because at first when I read this, is like, how is that possible that someone, by running difficulty 3 and difficulty 4, they were able to get the bracelet? It's because the way the math worked out. The math was super funky. Now, what this is here is 60%, here's 100%. This is difficulty 4. Running difficulty 4, you could get the bracelet. Difficulty 5, difficulty 6. Guess what? Right here, 60%, no bracelet. You'd actually have to do difficulty 7. So the difference between doing 60% and 100% was such a big deal that even difficulty 4, and apparently they were able to get an extra raid in or something like that. And I don't know, the alliance leader actually spelled out all the math and the coordination. So at the end of the day, this event was more about coordination with your alliance. Getting 24 people to do an event, to do a raid 100% is not an easy task. Not so much about the difficulty of the raid, but it was rather about getting people together. And if you read this post, he had to do a lot of work. The alliance leader had to do a lot of work to get the bracelet at difficulty 3 and difficulty 4. It looks like they had to drop people. They had to recruit people. They had to do all kinds of crazy stuff to make this happen. So it is what it is. And, congratulations to the people that got the bracelet. At the end of the day, this is Scopely's fault. They made the event needlessly complicated. The math required the event required spreadsheets to understand. And I've polled chat before. 25% of the people in my chat said they can 100% the Greek raids. Scopely has to know this math, and they forced us into a situation where the optimal way to play this event was to 100% at lower difficulties, and you got virtually nothing for 60% on the higher difficulties. It's kind of garbage. It's, Scopely kind of messed with the alliances, and the math was so convoluted and hard to understand without a spreadsheet. Anyways, I'm not a fan. Also, I'm so happy with the raid sim. I want to talk about this. There's a potential problem that's been created where if you are raid simming in the Greek raid and then you go over to the Doom raid, it'll automatically be whatever you toggle it on either raid, it turns on in the Doom. So if you turn it on in the Greek raid, it also turns on in the Doom. Then if you go into the Doom and you think you're just going into normal battle, like if you don't look at the screen closely, you potentially sim and know that you don't want to. So just pay attention going between Greek and Doom for some players. This has been a small issue. It is marked pretty clearly when you're in the sim or not sim, but pushing sim in Greek will turn it on in Doom, and then turning it off in Doom will turn it off in Greek. Actually, I've had only the opposite happen. I was in Doom and I did my Doom manually, and then I went into Greek and I thought it was turned on. Then I had to manually do a Greek raid. Well, it's okay, fine. But but now that I know that this is a thing, it's not going to happen again. Lastly, Reddit is usually pretty salty, but this is a not salty post. What's wrong with Reddit today? Thanks for the sim raid and the automatic daily objective completion. This post puzzles me, but I do want to say that this is a point of view that some people have. It saves me so much time. I literally almost not playing the fights where I have to load in. Arena is in a steady place. I don't care about Cosmic Crucible, and I still get some rewards. Thanks for the time saving. So there's someone that is pretty happy with the system. All right, let's get into offer review now. There is a core offer today, and the one core offer is going to leave me 82 points away from maxing out the final rewards for the Dazzler event, which is interesting because they're selling me a $15 offer to get 1,000 points. But anyways, we've got the spaghetti orbs right here. It does not look like spaghetti. Someone in my chat said it looked like spaghetti, and I definitely agree. It kind of looks like spaghetti and meatballs right there. Anyways, this is the proper Mighty Thor orb where it gives an average of 9.3, minimum of 6. And yes, there is a small chance of getting 180. I value these orbs at $3 a piece. And then that's an Armory 14, which I don't place a lot of value on, maybe like 50 cents. So it doesn't quite add up to $10. But Roland Rebel Bundle, my goodness. Yeah, so like I'm 82 short. And they're selling me a solution right here. $15 for that last milestone. I'm not going to be buying this, but it is interesting. Maybe the last milestone is worth $15 to you, or maybe this will help you get through the last milestones on the Dazzler event. Anyways, the event is over. I don't know how I feel about these month-long events. I just feel like they're too complicated. I wish they weren't. I wish these events didn't require spreadsheets to understand or dependence on the people that can actually put the spreadsheets together. We've got a couple community members that do them, and I'm very grateful for people like Yuletide Bringer and Boyan who put together these spreadsheets. We definitely need them, but why does it have to be this way? Why do we need to make the events so complicated that it needs a spreadsheet? Anyways, Aces Raids catch-up offer for $5. And then we've got the Shield bundle, which is kind of interesting because it has Coulson Quake and then some Shield minions for $15. If that helps you move forward in whatever you're trying to do, I guess. I'm not sure. No, that wouldn't help with. I'm trying to think what that would help with. But anyways, let's move on. I believe that is for a Rumble Blitz or something like that. So I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's move on. Disco balls. Wow. You can buy 11,000 disco balls right here for $100. Boy, that is basically how many were in that Dazzler bracelet, which was 10,000, right? You got an Elite 6, which has typical anchor pricing of $75. I don't really personally think it's worth more than like $30. I mean, that's even a lot of money if you think about it. And then we've got a total of 10 trading material orbs and 14 gold orbs. So that's a total of 24 orbs. I value those orbs at $1.50 a piece. So that's over $30 worth of orbs right there. And then we've got some Armory 16s, 14 of those. Those are probably worth at least 50 cents to $1 a piece. So there is some value there. I'm not going to be purchasing this at all. This is a Kraken snack. Personally, I just don't really like $100 offers. $100 offers drive me crazy. I will bring back the microtransactions. We got the spaghetti orbs again, $3 a piece. That's $15 for $20. So if that helps you get Mighty Thor, let's move on. And then we got Sunfire. This is the same offer that we saw there for Jane Foster above. All right, let's keep moving on. Not so much a fan of this. There's an offer in the web store. There has been. I don't know if it's still there today. For $5, which is 750 energy and a gold orb. I like that offer better if you're trying to get towards level 86 and beyond, up to 80, up to 90. Let's move on. And then we've got raid energy deals. See, I don't see the point of this. See, I feel this is where they screwed up. See how this is like slanted right here? They slanted right here. I don't know if it's intentional what they did, but I feel like that what they wanted was this slanted thing right here, but they got the one that is up down. Let's see here. What's going to look like. See how it's shaped differently. It's, up down. It doesn't have the box around it. So I'm pretty sure this is an error. Maybe you can take advantage of it and get the bracelet if you have enough raid keys. I think that's going to come down to raid keys with people. I'm sure some alliances have extra raid keys, but I think most alliances don't have extra raid keys. All right, let's move on. And another offer, and then right here, this is going to be the heals. So this is a better deal than spending power cores. So if you're spending power cores to refresh characters, this is a better deal. I'm going to pick this up right now in advance of us attempting difficulty 9. We're going to try difficulty 9 on our last run. And so I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that. So I'm going to be picking that up now. And difficulty 8 has required it. I'm using Amazon coins. Link to Amazon coins is in the description. In fact, let's do a quick little insert right now. Big shout out to the Amazon App Store for sponsoring this video. The Amazon App Store will allow you to save up to 20% off of all of your in-app purchases for Marvel Strike Force by using Amazon coins. The Amazon App Store is available on all Android devices, Amazon Fire tablets, and now, this is brand new, Windows 11 devices inside of the United States. How does it work? Well, first thing you do is you buy your Amazon coins at a discount. So typically I will go and buy 50,000 Amazon coins for $400. Now, 50,000 Amazon coins translates to $500 of in-app purchases inside of Marvel Strike Force that I only paid $400 for. This is a tremendous savings. You follow all the instructions here on the page. You click the link in the description and then you just follow the instructions and getting it set up. You download the Amazon App Store. You download Marvel Strike Force right from the Amazon App Stores and you're set up to go. It's as simple as that. All right. Thanks to anybody that uses my link. It really does help support this channel. And then also let's keep going on with offer view. We've got more offers right here. 50 Agatha shards for $35. Not a fan. And also she is not going to be made farmable anytime soon. I feel like she's going to be the character that they're holding on to right now, that they're just not going to let us get, like they did with Moondragon and Infinity Watch. They're going to hold on to her the longest, or Scarlet Spider or Echo. They typically hold on to one member on each team, and I think Agatha is the one that they're going to do on the Darkhold team, just not make her available. And then we've got some exclusive orb offer. Not a fan of this. Then this right here is fine. I value these orbs at $1.50 a piece. So I'm good on both of these currencies right now, but we got $1.50 and $1.50 so that does add up to $2. And if you're looking for gold and training material offers, this is doesn't make as much sense to me. $1.50, and that's a T3 orb. I don't value the T3 orbs because I've got an abundance of those. And then we've got a gold orb and a red star orb, and I value these at $1.50 a piece. So that does add up to a little bit more than $2. So I'm a fan of most of these offers right here. And then I believe we're rolling up to the bottom. I just want to scroll down to the bottom and get to what I was really looking for. All of this is pretty much normal, everyday stuff that's always here. Not too interesting. Most of it is not great. And then we're going to get down to the very bottom. Boy, they're making us break our fingers for this last one core offer. Thank you very much, Scopely, for that. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account. We've got a couple offers real quick over here that are not on the main account. Limited time sale. This right here is for Inhumans, 180 shards times 4 for $50 US. They are going to be used on nodes 5 and 10 of that Scourge event, which is going to be supposedly, in theory, in the second week of July. But that's also with Inhumans is going to be A-Force and Young Avengers. I've personally been focusing on my Young Avengers the most of the 3 teams. And then we've got Nick Fury. If you want to get the unlock Nick Fury, it is what it is. $35 for 150 character shards times 5. Boy, these characters are not good. They're going to be blitz characters, so I don't really see the value there other than just getting Nick Fury unlocked. So we've got Crystal, 75 character shards, and then we've got a training material orb. Again, she's going to be a part of that Inhuman team. See, that's a little different than up here. What was this up here? This up here was, 180. So this in some ways, this is a better deal. But let me tell you, Karnak is not good. Crystal and Yo-Yo have used. Yo-Yo is the most useful of the 4, and then Quake also is not that great. Love Chloe Bennett, but Quake in this game has been a dud since the first year of the game came out. And she even got a small stat boost 2 patches ago, but still not too good. Let's keep going. Like I said, my focus is on my Young Avengers team and my A-Force team rather than my Inhumans. I do like Black Bolt and Yo-Yo, and to a lesser extent Crystal, but Quake and Karnak, not so much. And then Ms. Marvel is also in Inhumans, by the way. The Shatter offer, Karnak is not good, but if this helps you finish up that team, there you go. And then we got Quake also in the same situation. Yo-Yo, you can see that they have a higher price, but I actually am a big fan of Yo-Yo. I use her in a lot of different game modes quite constantly. 75 character shards, trading material orb, and which is worth $1.50 for $10. I feel is like reasonable enough for sure. We already talked about that offer there. And see, what else do we have here on the free-to-play account? And I believe this will wrap it up. We've gone over all of these offers. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. Hopefully they stop doing these super convoluted events. I think the problem is that Scopely has forced us into these super complicated events to the point where it's breaking alliances apart. And I just don't think that's good for the health of the game. All right, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.